Hi everyone, it's Kara. I have a project to share with you. It's something new that I've never made before, and I've spent a few days making it. And it is this, which, in case you guys have not seen one, is a kissing ball. Normally you would see these maybe at Christmas time, made out of mistletoe and holly, or you might see someone at a wedding, like a flower girl, carrying one made out of flowers. And basically, underneath all of this felty goodness is a 4-inch styrofoam ball that I used to make this. Mine in particular is going to be decorative and actually for a swap over at Craft Happens that I'm going to be hosting. And so I wanted to put one together and kind of see how they were made, and I had seen a lot of pictures of some of them and thought that they would be kind of a really cool project. So here's mine. Obviously very fall themed. I have several different colors of felt. You can see there's 3 different colors of orange. There's a nice gold, a brown, a garnet color. And basically what I did to create that is I had 3 of these flower dies. 2 of them have a nice smooth edge, and then this one has more of a scalloped edge. So I cut out lots and lots and lots of felt squares in those colors that I showed you, probably in the neighborhood of 150 to 175 of them, giving me a ton of these little things right here. Let me move that so you can see it better. Of these. Obviously this is this one, so you can imagine how small that one must be. And then I took all of these little bits of felty goodness and I rolled them. And basically you start, in case you've never done one of these before, you start at the small end and you just try and roll them, at least in the beginning, as tightly as you can. You can always loosen it up when you get to the end if you do not like how snug it is, but you just keep rolling it until it kind of starts to turn into a cute little rosebud type rolled flower. And some people put them on a pencil to roll it, or a quilling tool. If you have one of those, you could also try using that. That would be perfectly fine. And of course you can do it with a variety of materials. I just happen to use felt because to me, felt, especially these particular colors, just looks like fall to me. So basically when you're done, or almost done, you're left with something like that. And I didn't worry about mine if they were all totally even. I wanted it to be kind of a folk arty looking kissing ball. So when you're done, you have this little round piece, which is going to serve as your bottom. So you need to apply some hot glue. And I usually put it in the center here because that'll help keep the center pieces hopefully in place. I'll just fold that over on top. Obviously be careful not to burn yourself. And then you're left with something like this. You may need to go back and add a little bit more hot glue on the outside. As you can see here, that does not want to stay together too easily. So I put a little bit of hot glue down near the base of the flower because you don't want your hot glue to show. And get all that done. And there's your little flower. So you can see they're very small, this particular die. You could obviously do it with larger dies. This is just the ones I chose. Here's a look at a scalloped edged one. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. And then basically what I did was I took a 2-inch stick pin or corsage pin and found the approximate, let's use this one so the hot glue is completely dry, found the approximate center of it, turned it over without sticking it through so I could watch to make sure where it was going to come up and not stick me. Brought it all the way through. Hopefully you can see that. Put it snug in the approximate center like that. And then I took these and the styrofoam ball and I put a little bit of glue. I used this particular glue for this project, Arlene's Tacky Glue. I thought I was going to try and coat the pin a little bit, but basically when you stick it in the styrofoam, it just kind of pushes the glue up. So I just started putting it on the outside of the styrofoam ball. And I just did little sections at a time. And then I would just stick the styrofoam ball in. And obviously the object is to get them pretty snug so that the white styrofoam doesn't show. So some of these are not completely still round because they're nice and snug. That does not bother me. I think it gives it a really cute folk arty, like I said, look. You could, if you wanted to not have to place them so close together, you could put moss or something like that on them. And then on some of these you can see there's a little leaf poking up. I got this little set of dies, that little set of die, and this one is the one I used. And basically all I did for that is after I had poked the pin through there, I just attached it a little bit to the leaf, stuck it down, and then when I was doing the other flowers, just made sure that that leaf was stuck up like this so that they can now poke through a little bit. And obviously I didn't do too many. I really wanted this to be more about the fall colors because I think they're some gorgeous colors. But I do think that the little green leaves here and there help kind of break it up. I made this for a couple reasons. I'd seen tons and tons of pictures on online of these and wanted to try one, and then thought that it would be a really fun swap to host over at Craft Happens. So if you're interested in making one of these, it doesn't have to be made out of felt. Basically, all you're going to have to do for the swap, which will be a partner swap, will have a 4-inch styrofoam ball and cover it in something that is fall colored. So you could cover it with buttons, you could cover it with these felt flowers, paper flowers, anything you wanted, just to make one of these really cute kissing balls. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and if you have not come over and joined Craft Happens, feel free to do so. I'll leave a link down below, and if you have any questions about how I put this together, let me know. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at. Bye.